Okay, so if you're looking to make a LAN server to try out some new plugins or make a public server to play with your friends or people online, this video will help you out. And keep in mind, this method is really simple and could be implemented by anyone, and it's completely free. So let's get started. So you'll want to open Steam and you'll go to the library and you'll search in here Unturned. Now you'll need to download the Unturned dedicated server, and once you download it, you right click, go to properties, go to local files, and then you click on browse. Now once you're here, you'll want to make a new file, so you right click, new text document, and you name it whatever you want. Just name it Marco tutorial. Okay, so open this text file, and I'll leave this in the description, and you'll want to paste this one if you are going to make a LAN server, and this one if you're going to make a public server. They'll be in the description. So in this case, we'll be making a public server, and you basically change the thing after the / to the server name. Let's just name it tutorial. Now keep in mind, this is the name of the server in your folders, as you'll see in a second. Now you'll want to save as, and you'll want to name it whatever you want, and you just want to put at the end .bat. Now once you're done, save it and you close it and you could run it. Okay, so if you're going to set up a LAN server and you see this, that means the server has finally loaded. You could click on play and go to servers and LAN, and you could connect, but keep in mind, no one will be able to join you. So let's talk about how to make a public server, and I'm not going to be using port forwarding or Hamachi. I'll be using a new method, I believe, called play.gg, and it's really simple. So let's get started by making that tunnel. Okay, so you'll open play.gg, you'll need to create an account, and once you create an account, you'll come to the overview over here, and you'll click on add tunnel. So you'll want to select custom and click on next. You should leave this, and you should not add a local port. Okay, and the port type would be TSP plus UDP, and the port count should be on 2. So once you've done that, you've created a tunnel. Now any player will connect you through this address, and I'll show you how in a second. Okay, but first of all, we need to take this port that we have. Go open this folder again, go to servers, the tutorial that I've created, go to server and commands.dat, you open it, and once you open it, you'll want to type in here port, and you add this thing. Okay, now keep in mind, it's going to be different from my one, and recently they added this new thing called GSLT, and you need it in order for people to connect. So I'll show you how to make it as well right now. So this is a documentation by Nelson, by the way. So you will go to that link, which I will have down below in the description, and you'll create a new game server account. Okay, so you need the app ID. So for Unturned, it is that. Okay, and here is a memo, which is basically like a thing to help you remember what is this game server for, and you will type in here anything you want, just a reminder. I call it InternetServer. Okay, so now that I have created my game server, I have this code over here. So you're going to copy it, go to the same commands file that we added the port to, and you type in here GSLT, and you will add the code that you have. Okay, so once you're done with that, you could save it, and give me a second, I will close this thing, and look, just take a look over here. It tells you that the Steam game server GSLT is not set, and you cannot be joined over the internet over here. So you would have to add it in order for people to join you. So let's go back over here and start it up again. And while this thing is going to start up, we are going to download the play.gg in case you don't have it already downloaded. So you click on downloads and you download the Windows version. This is for me, by the way. You may download the other ones depending on what you have. And you open the Play It signed in. Let's go back to the overview. And you just wait for it to load up. Okay, so it has loaded up. As you can see, it shows you the latency. And yeah, so I'll click on T just to make sure that it is the same IP that I have. So here is the address that the players will connect to, and here is the IP over here. So it is the same thing. Okay guys, so this thing has loaded up, and as you can see, we no longer get this GSLT message. And by the way guys, if you want to make sure that this playit.gg method is safe, I actually found it on a documentation made by Nelson himself. So if you scroll down, and I'll leave this link down below, you'll find the port forwarding and the other methods and the tunneling, and he talks about the playit.gg and how to do it. Okay, so this is just for you to be safe about what you're doing. So you'll open Steam, and right now I want to check that the server is actually running. So you'll click on View, Servers, and we'll go to Favorites and Add Server. Okay, so let me go and grab my IP. Okay, and add it over here. So I'll click on Find Game at this address, and as you can see, it loaded up the server, and this is from the online list. Okay, so I'll add it to my favorites. And if we open Unturned right now and open favorites, you'll find it load up over here. This is Myserver, and you could join it. Okay, so right now I'm in game, as you can see. I hope this tutorial helped you out, and you may have some problems with the latency, as you can see, but that depends mainly on where you live, and I heard that it gets better usually. And by the way, one more note guys, when you close your server, come over here and just type in here shutdown and not pressing the X, because this may cause problems and your server may be wiped out. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope it helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.